What is a subtle sign that someone is really intelligent?
ITT, people who don't understand the difference between intelligence and social skills.
They draw wisdom from multiple sources. Wait, but that might be more wise than intelligent. But I guess those two tend to be seen together a lot.
They can switch up the way they talk to match the person they're talking to without sounding condescending. They listen to how others learn and explain it in that person's language of understanding.
Talking to people as if they're intelligent at their level, and without being condescending, or even letting on that it's lower than their level. I used to work with a Dr. Tom Howard, and the day I realized he was a genius was the time he guessed every single condition a patient of mine had based on minute pieces of information about him.
They are curious about everything. To be intelligent, you need to be knowledgeable, and you can't be knowledgeable if you are never curious.
When they explain something, they make you feel intelligent.
They spend time thinking before asking a question.
They effortlessly communicate complex concepts in a simple way.
They know when their knowledge ends, and say something to the extent of "I don't know, and anything else I say on this topic is ignorant speculation."
Explaining something complex is simple terms. Knowledge is so vast that they can talk about in the easiest way for someone else to understand.
Massive alien forehead.
They can ask really good questions at it. To anyone not understanding what mean, I'm talking about people who ask really good questions, not just any questions, really good ones. I don't know how one would achieve this skill, I know I haven't. Edit 2, since this comment is getting a lot of attention, I'd like to say, don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
They can follow the plot of Kingdom Hearts without needing any line graphs or charts.
They aren't afraid to say they don't know the answer to a question.
They admit to changing their mind about something.
They can genuinely consider an idea which opposes their worldview without necessarily accepting it.
People who use analogies to explain concepts to others. It's a form of code switching, and integrating concepts on the fly is a clear indicator someone is both socially and conceptually intelligent. Edit, as many have pointed out, not all analogies are helpful or make sense to others. So a useful analogy that creates an moment for someone is a wonderful thing. An analogy is an association, a mental process of connecting an idea or thing to a relatable image for someone who can then see and digest the initial representation. Not using analogies doesn't mean someone can't be intelligent. And social intelligence doesn't mean social ease and charisma, it means an awareness that one's own understanding and experience often has to be translated in ways that others can relate to.
I think intelligent people are more willing to calmly debate/discuss, rather than argue. Like, you explain to them why you disagree, and they listen to you and ask further questions about your viewpoint before offering a different perspective, as opposed to an unintelligent person, who would just resort to insults when other people disagree with them.
Humor. I think that truly funny people are often very smart and cognizant of the different ways an idea can be humorous on several levels. They also know their audience. I think the difference between, say, a Jeff Foxworthy and a Dave Chappelle and a Bo Burnham is their audience and their interests.
Admitting when they're wrong and being willing to learn from mistakes.
They say they love learning and they learn something new every day. Then they listen more than talk.
They're logical, and they find out more information rather than believing something right away.
They're curious as heck.
There is also this lovely thing I like to call intelligence by association. I am a prime example of this. My small rural town seems to think I'm a genius simply because I can read at a level above your average fourth grader, when in fact I'm a high-functioning moron.
People who are genuinely curious about the world, ask questions, and listen to others instead of just waiting for their turn to talk. Also, they don't view education as just a means to get a job.
You shouldn't ask Reddit about intelligence.
They don't open up threads like these hoping to find comments that fit how they see themselves. Yeah, I see you looking through these comments.
They solve math problems left on the board at MIT, and they're only a janitor.
They listen really well, and seek to understand when they listen.
Intuition.